Paula, bien, bien.
Bajar el volumen. Esperando aquí que lleguen los demás.
Ok, esperemos.
A ver. Maybe we can practice some vocabulary in the meanwhile.
Okay.
While they arrive at the supermarket. So the names you'll see here will not always be the same names we'll use in real life, you know, but it's still a good guide. So toothpaste, yeah, that's called toothpaste. Washing powder. Most of the time, that would be simply called soap, or laundry detergent. So I'll put in the chat how it's spelled. Right? Laundry detergent. That's what would be used most of the time, not so much washing powder. Toilet paper, well, yes, that's straightforward. Dog food, same thing, that's not going to change. Shampoo, that's the same. Nappies. Now, here, you see, in different countries, you'll hear different things. In Trinidad, they may not say nappies, you might say diapers. Okay, I put out how you spell it in the chat. So diapers is what you'd say most of the time. Then what you may also hear people say is pampers. 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 Pampers.
Yes, so, the pampers similar to the baby.
Yes, people say pampers, they wouldn't really say.
The Venezuela is the pampers.
Oh, Venezuela saying pampers too?
Yes, okay. Pampers, yes.
Okay, I didn't.
In Español, this pañales.
Ah, pañales, right, pañales.
The people, hey, you pamper the baby.
Right. Okay, I did not know that.
The similar the word, for example, watchman.
Watchman. Right.
Watchman, yes. Right. In Venezuela, the Venezuela is similar. Watchman. It's similar, no?
Okay. I learned something there. All right. Soap. Yeah, so that's same here.
Soap. Yes.
Soap. Yes, everybody says soap. Flowers, same thing. Watermelon. Now, this watermelon, it doesn't look like that, of course. It looks, it's a beautiful fruit. It looks like this, yeah. Yes. Now, melon is not the same as melon, right? You know that.
It's different. Different. In Venezuela, the name is patilla.
Patilla, and in Colombia, it might be sandia, no?
Oh, yes.
Sandia.
In melon is the fruit different. The melon is different in Venezuela. Melon is different. A watermelon, yes.
And let me see, the melon in Venezuela is probably cantaloupe. I wonder. Probably what we call cantaloupe. Let's see. Is this melon?
Yes, it's the melon. What name is?
Okay, the name of this in English is cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. Oh my God, the cantaloupe. Okay.
Yeah, I put it in the chat. And that's how you pronounce it, cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
Yeah, you do find it. It's just not very. It's not as popular as melon. It's not as popular as watermelon. Right?
Yes. In Venezuela, this popular watermelon and cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe, right? Yes. Well, it's not the same here, but we do have cantaloupe, but you don't find it as much. There are other. Melon is actually a generic word, right? Like apple. So you'll find melon at the beginning of many words. So you have like melon gen, which is baigan or
Baigan.
eggplant, right? So
Eggplant,
this is
yes, yes.
eggplant, right? So that's melon gen. There's also something called bitter melon, which is this Karaili. Locally, it's also called
Okay,
Karaili.
okay.
Karaili. I put how you spell it in the chat. Hola, Guadalupe. Welcome.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Hola, gracias.
Hola,
yeah.
Guadalupe.
So yeah.
Hola, Mari.
So we're just going through some vocabulary of things you might find in the supermarket. So I was just telling her melon is like a group word. So you have watermelon, which is the red thing, sandia, or patilla.
Yes.
I've heard more sandia in Colombia and Central America and so on. They say sandia. There's another fruit that the name is very different from country to country. So maracuya. I know there's a different word for that in Venezuela. A funny
Different,
word.
yes.
But yeah, that's maracuya. And here, that's called passion fruit. Passion fruit. Yeah,
Yes.
passion fruit.
The color inside is different.
Well, okay, there are different varieties. There's
Yes,
some
yes.
that have a red skin and the inside is
Yes,
orange. And
yes,
there's some that have a yellow skin and the inside is a light, almost white, no? A kind
okay,
of
okay.
see-through thing. But yeah, let's just finish off with melon. Whenever you see melon, it's a fruit and it has a certain shape. So you have watermelon, you have melon gen, you have bitter melon, which is Karaili, bitter melon, right?
Yes.
But the local word is Karaili. You may hardly see anybody call it bitter melon. But what other kind of melon there is?
Oh,
Melon. Um, anyway, okay, you may also hear melons referring to anything big and round. Um, I think, what else? What else ends with melon? Anyway, it's one of those words. It's like apple as well. Apple. Apple is also, it's a manzana, right? But it's also a word like melon that is a type of fruit. So that's why you see words like pineapple, pineapple, but it's apple. So once you see apple, you know it's a shape of fruit.
yes, yes.
What else? You have sugar apple. Sugar apple is a local fruit. Sugar apple. You may have seen this. That's called sugar apple. Like
Yes,
apple,
yes.
of azúcar.
Sí, es un
What
manzana
else? There
dulce.
are many different types of apples. You may hear something in Trinidad called mommy apple. Mommy apple. Mommy apple. I don't know if you ever heard of that one. Mommy
Okay,
apple.
okay.
You may also see people calling it mommy sipo. Mommy sipo, but it's also
Yes,
an
yes.
apple. It's also an apple. So apple is a kind of fruit. You have pineapple, you have mommy apple, you have regular apple, you have sugar apple, you have custard apple. Custard apple. Have you ever heard of custard apple? This is not sugar apple. It's similar, but it's different.
Different,
It's
yes. Not
custard
sugar.
apple. Yeah.
Pero la veo igual que pusiste Sugar Apple, que es el anón. Y ese igual es anón.
Well, okay, maybe let me look for the local word is oh gosh, Kashima. Kashima. This is right. This is it. This is also known as a custard apple. Custard apple, right? Custard apple, which is very different from sugar apple, which is what showed up when I looked for custard apple, but that's probably because Google, it's somebody in Tennessee or somewhere. They don't know what a sugar apple is. They don't know what a custard apple is. But yeah, this is a custard apple like a shima. Okay, and whenever you see apple, either as a suffix or a prefix, apple, so it might be, if it's pineapple, it's a suffix, right? Because it's the last part here, right? It's the second part. Whereas if it's what word begins with apple? Well, apple is manzana, but let me see. Is there any word? Most of the time it's a suffix then. Most of the time it's a suffix. Okay, so let's finish. Let's go back to the list. Where were we? We got stuck on melon. All right, melon. Toys. You're seeing that toys. Okay, so that's, a Lego or something, but there are many other types of toys. Of course, eggs, huevos, very easy. Socks. Okay, socks, that's what you put on your feet. That stays the same. What I was telling her, Guadalupe, was that some words in the supermarket here, and in different cultures, in like even between America and between England, they don't call the same things by the same names. So we're just going through these to see what it's called. This is a lolly. Okay, yeah. People say lolly, but they might also say lollipop.
Lollipop, yes.
Lollipop.
See, my friend, the 5 year, Mary, lollipop. Oh my God, lollipop. Oh, Angelic, one lollipop in the hand. Okay, chupeta en de español. Okay, chupeta. Dice mi lollipop and dice chupeta, Angelic.
Exactly.
Lollipop, yes.
Exactly. Here you will also hear lolly, like that. And when you see that, most of the time, it's a type of ice cream they're referring to. A lolly. Not a chupeta. It's no, okay, this is not it. This is a lolly. Lolly with a Y. This is a lolly. Okay, this one here.
Yes.
This one. Let me get confused. This one with this one. Right? This is a lolly. It's like an ice cream. It's like Magnum. Lolly. Right. This is a lolly.
Oh,
perfect. It's not a chupeta. It's not a lollipop.
Yes, different. Yes, lollipop.
So in different countries, you have different things. So like this for us is a lolly, but for Americans, a lolly is a lollipop.
Okay, perfect.
Right? So the two spellings are in the chat. The one that ends in Y is like an ice cream. It's like a palette. I don't, it's like this. It's like an ice cream. It's like ice cream on a stick. Okay, and the lollipop is different. The lollipop is the candy.
Yes. The lollipop is the candy, the different color, not?
Right. Yes. Exactly, and it's hard. It doesn't melt. You have to suck it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go now. Where will we? Toffee. Right. So toffee. Yeah, we say toffee here. It's a little sweet. It's a little sweet that looks like you see it a lot around Christmas. Toffee. Okay, all right. This is the raw state. Most people don't make it like this. Most of the time you'll get like this.
Okay.
It will look like this. Most of the time this is what you'll see. Oh gosh. Tolly. This one here. This one. This is a toffee.
Yeah.
Toffee.
I like it. In Venezuela, I like toffee.
Yeah. Exactly. Toffee. Purse. That's where you carry your money. Then this is money, of course. These are things that you need in a supermarket, right? You need your purse, you need your money, you need a trolley. A trolley
Sure.
That's where you carry your goods. Now, there's also the small thing you carry in your hand, which is a basket. Okay, some people might call it a shopping basket, right? Like that. It depends, right? Now, there's also some mini trolleys nowadays. You have some small trolleys, mini trolleys. So it's like half the size of this one, and it's taller.
Okay.
Okay, you must have seen it. You must have seen it. You have like the big trolley and you have the small trolley. Well, the mini trolley is like a small trolley and it's taller and it's short. It ends like half of this. Okay. All right. Where were we? The cash box. Okay. Nobody would say cash box here.
Cash.
They would say cash register. That's what they would say. They would say the cash register. Or they might just say the register.
Yes, cash
Right?
register.
But they wouldn't really say cash box. Nobody really says that.
Okay, okay.
Scales, yes, that's the same. Check out, yeah, or you could, yeah, and the person behind the counter, this lady here is the cashier.
Cash.
The cashier. Let's see if we can find a cashier or a shopping supermarket cashier. Okay, so we'll go through some more words that the cashier has. The cashier has all the what you call it? There's a the temptation goods. There's a word for that. Oh gosh, the the little sweets by the cashier. And there's a word for it, you know. Just now. It's not. You see, like she would have. See these little things here? These things on the side here? Right. It's not just sweets. There's a word for it. You might see snacks, but snacks, yeah, that they usually have by her so that you could be tempted to buy, so that you didn't plan to buy this. Just now, let me get, there's a word for that. Let me get that word for that. There's a specific word. Items at cash register. Items at cash register. To tempt buyers. So there's a word just for that. Let me look over here. To entice buyers. The impulse items, that's it. Impulse items, the impulse goods. Impulse goods or impulse items, right? So what's the reason for that? All these items here on the side of her. When you go to cash, you didn't plan to buy any of these things, right? You reach by the cash register and you see a candy, you see a chocolate, you see a chewing gum, or if it's, you know, you might see cigarettes up here. Those are the impulse items, right? The impulse items, they're called that because you didn't plan to buy it. You go to the supermarket to buy your rice, your flour, your oil. You didn't plan to buy these things. So they're called impulse items, right? And they're there to tempt you to make you buy so that they get a little extra profit. Okay, so where were we? So that's the cashier. Okay, so the cashier is this lady here, the lady who is cashing, right? So let me put that in the chat so you can see how to spell it. Cashier. And we have the cash register. Now this thing here where she scans, you can call that a scanner, where she takes the grocery item and she passes it and go boop. Right? That's called a scanner. Then yes, Over here, this is the monitor. Monitor, that's where you see the price, right? Monitor. Okay, what else? If you're paying, okay, they may ask, um, are you paying by card or cash? Right? Are you paying by card or cash? And your response would be,
Yes, yes.
sometimes some people might just say card or cash, right? The cashier might just say card or cash, or sometimes she might just say the total price and
Okay.
just, say nothing else. You might say $678 and silence, and that means, you that's the total, and she's basically asking you for that money. So again, what happens in theory and what happens in practice may not always be the same. But let's say we're going to do a mock uh, exercise at the supermarket, right? So we'll go through that process. I'll go through it here in the chat first, so you could see the words and you see how it's spelled and hear how it's pronounced. And then we'll take turns at making a trip through the grocery, right? Each of us. And we'll change the rules around as well. But let me start with the full conversation. Okay, so now in these times we live in, sometimes you have to line up to go to the grocery, right? So that might be a command. The security guard might shout at you, line up outside, line up outside, right? Line up outside. That means do the line, haz la cola or something, haga la cola, right? That's if there's a line. According to what time you go, you may not get a line. If you go early in the morning, you may not get a line. You might just be able to walk in. And then before they let you in, they might ask you to sanitize. Sanitize. They may shout that at you, sanitize your hands or sanitize. Or they might just say sanitize. It should be sanitize your hands, please. Or but many people wouldn't know, and they wouldn't even bother to have to tell you that. Some big supermarkets like Price Club, there might be a place to wash your hands, right? But still, sometimes they might just say to you, sanitize, sanitize first. And nowadays also, people are taking temperatures. So this is this is the word temperature, and they might say check
Check
your
the
temperature.
Yes.
Okay, but again, in practice, what they might just say is temp. They might just watch you and say temp, temp sanitize.
Okay,
You
yes,
know?
yes. The supermarket is, what name is, no prejudo, the different supermarket is, hey, 10, what? 10, okay, okay. So
Yes,
only 10,
temp.
only 10.
Yeah,
10.
yeah. So no, please, no, nothing. So
No, no, please, no, no.
you have to just kind of be paying attention
Yes, yes, yes.
because they assume you know. Um, so yeah. And what else? Okay, so yeah, so that's what you walk in saying, and then what would be the first thing? Then you can ask for some items, right? So let's say you walk through the supermarket, you see the aisles in a supermarket, right? The different types of aisles in the supermarket. Okay, okay. Let's see. Different aisle labels. Aisle labels. Let's look for aisle labels. All right, aisle labels. Okay, so the aisles would have labels, which would be something like this, right? Some aisles would have labels. And this would be like the generic. This would have the generic sections. That's
Yes,
something you
section.
might hear. Aisle. No, it's not pronounced or spelled how it sounds.
Ay.
Right? Yeah, you just have to learn it. I'll. That's how it's spelled, but you know, it sounds like I'll. It sounds like this. Sounds like this. I'll, as in the abbreviation for I will, right? But it has nothing to do with that. It's just that it's pronounced the same. I'll. So you have aisles in a supermarket. That's like
Yeah.
the place you walk down. Okay, so you go through the ad, you're looking for something. Let's say you're looking for, you see everything. You know what's always difficult to find? What's always difficult to find? You tell me.
Mm, for time, no. Pomelo, todo esto, todo. Good. Okay, no problem.
Difficult to
So,
find. All right. What I get trouble finding is the pet food. The pet food. Have you ever,
pet. Oh,
the pet food? That's like the dog meat.
oh yeah.
That's like the
Cat meat.
right, cat meat. Yeah. According to the size of the supermarket, you
Yeah,
might
yeah.
have to look hard for that. Okay,
Yeah.
so you walk
And
in.
and
Mhm.
I buy supermarket. I like supermarket the Sprite food. Angeli, mommy, dog food. Oh my God, cat food. Oh my God, this plenty money the cat food, the cat food. No, Angeli, it's
Yeah.
different. It's different. This the food the animal. This expensive, very expensive.
Yes. True. It's expensive. That's a good word. That's a good word for the
Yes.
exercise. Exercise. If you find if the item that you're going to buy, if it's
Mm-hmm.
expensive, or it
Yes,
can be
different.
it, the you can say affordable is it? Oh shucks, I misspelled it. Can I delete that?
I forgot. I forgot.
No, that's not how you spell affordable. Affordable is like this: OFFRDABLE. Affordable, right?
Oh, right.
Now, colloquially, what people would say is cheap,
Cheap. Okay.
cheap, right? But if you want to be polite, say
Okay.
affordable, affordable.
Mami in Venezuela this expensive the food the animal the dog. Mami no rice kitchen ready. No
Yeah.
to buy the food the dog. It's in Venezuela it's expensive very expensive.
Yeah,
Many people the animal the dog the cat the rice pasta oh no problem.
yes. Yeah, so to save money, that's another good expression for the
Yeah.
supermarket. Like, I want to save money.
Mm-hmm. Save money, yes.
That's too expensive. Or you could say, okay,
I want to
that's
save money.
affordable. Okay, cheap also has a meaning like it's not too good, you know? Cheap can also mean, can also imply that something is not too good, you know? Sometimes. That's not true. Huh? You know, there are many things that are cheap and that are very good. But if you, according to how you use the word in context, if you use the word in the context of um, cheap, a cheap shot or a cheap attempt. Okay, we're running out of time, so we might need to renew. Shall we do 40 minutes more and then or just do the two exercises and then call it a night. Yeah. Hacemos los dos ejercicios y listo para la noche. Okay, so we'll need to come back in about we need to come back in about 10 minutes if we're not finished. All right, but let's carry on. Okay, so yeah, so you're walking through the aisle, right? You're walking through the aisle. Where will we? You're walking through the aisle. You see what you want. You can say, if you're looking for something in particular, you can say, I'm looking for I'm looking for apples. Right? Or what would you be looking for in the supermarket?
It may be flour. I looking flour.
Flour?
Yes.
Okay. All right, flour. Okay, all right. So you're looking for flour, and then you find the flour, and then given the time constraints, let's say after you get the flour, you pick up one of these other items, right? And then you proceed to the cashier. Okay, you go by the cashier, and then you tell the cashier, or sometimes you don't have to say anything, but we'll pretend it's an extremely polite cashier and a very enthusiastic cashier. So we'll pretend, right? So you'll go up to the cashier and say, good morning. When do you go to the supermarket? Usually in the morning or in the evening?
In the afternoon, the Saturday in the afternoon, maybe 3 and 5 in the afternoon. Yes, Jacob Angel. I don't like this supermarket.
All right. Guadalupe, when you go to the supermarket?
No understand your question.
¿Cuándo vas al supermercado? When do you usually go to the supermarket? Right?
In Sunday, in the morning.
Okay. I usually go on Sunday in the morning. Okay, or Sunday in the morning. Okay. So right, so you walk in and you say good morning, right? To the cashier, right? The cashier will say good morning. Welcome to Price Club. Nobody says that, but it's important you know what should be done. May not actually be done, but it's important that you know what should be done. So they say, welcome to Price Club.
The supermarket, the Price Club, I'm sorry, your card, the card, they pay? Oh, no, card to pay, this cash.
Okay, card or cash.
I don't know the card to pay the supermarket.
Right.
The squanty?
Right.
No. I know card the supermarket.
There is most of the supermarkets now have a loyalty card. Okay, a loyalty card, and that's what they're asking about. When you go up to the cashier, and the first thing she says is, card, or do you have a card? She may not ask that. She will just say card. Right, what they're referring to is the loyalty card.
No. Different card. La tarjeta de descuento del supermercado.
Exactly.
What you say?
Yes.
The loyalty card.
Yeah, that's called a loyalty card.
The loyalty card, yes.
Loyalty card.
Is
Right?
the
But,
question,
mhm.
the question is,
Perdón.
loyalty card, yes.
Go
Sí,
ahead.
sí, sí,
Siempre,
Guadalupe.
siempre me pregunta algo de eso. Siempre que voy a pagar en Press Club,
Mhm.
Sí.
me pregunta algo de tarjeta, pero no sé si existe allí una tarjeta como de Maxi.
Yes.
Yo trabajando en Diego Martín, una amiga me pidió la de Maxi Store, pero no sé si en Press Club tienen tarjeta, no sé.
Yes, they
Sí,
do.
tienen y en muchas ocasiones, Guadalupe, hay descuentos en varias, por ejemplo, hay descuento en una leche, entonces cuando tú usas las tarjetas, si cuesta 18, te quedan 16.50, por ejemplo. Hay varios productos
¿Y,
que con la
¿y
tarjeta.
dónde saco la tarjeta?
La misma cajera, creo que cuesta 100 titi, solamente un solo pago y te dan la tarjeta. Y entonces a nosotros siempre nos preguntan, pero nunca le hemos sacado esa lotería card.
Sí, yo sé que me preguntan, pero no tenía ni idea de que ahí había tarjeta. O sea, me lo imaginaba ya de las veces que me preguntan, pero no sabía.
Te pregunta por la tarjeta, la pasa, se la das a la muchacha, ella la presenta en el registrador y te va a hacer los descuentos, por supuesto, de los productos que tengan según el día o la fecha, el descuento. Siempre te descuentan, qué sé yo, 12, 15, 18, depende cómo sea tu compra, siempre hay un descuento.
Okay.
Por eso te preguntan por la tarjeta.
Qué bien haber tocado ese tema también.
Yeah.
Bueno, estoy aprendiendo mucho, gracias.
No. And different cards, different supermarkets would have different names for their cards. So,
Yes.
Maxi has a Maxi card, right? But Price Club might have a membership card.
Membership card, yes.
Membership card. Price Smart also has a membership card.
Yes.
Right? Who else? Extra Foods has a card as well. I think it's called Magna Rewards. Magna card. Right? Or Magna Rewards. Right? So they may ask you for that. That's the first thing the cashier might ask for.
One moment, Ale. What is your question for me? You see your card. What is your question?
Okay, so I would ask.
Do you have a card?
I'd say, do you have a well, it's a membership card. Depends on the supermarket. So let's say,
different.
yeah. So do you have a Maxi card?
For example, this Price Club. What is your question? Do you have a Maxi card?
A membership.
Exactly. ¿Viste, Guadalupe?
Yeah.
Esa va a ser la pregunta.
Yeah.
Por ejemplo, si estás para el club, te van a preguntar eso. Entonces, de repente, en el supermercado que estés, te van a preguntar que si tú tienes la tarjeta de descuento, la tarjeta de Maxi o la membresía de Price Club, entonces te están preguntando eso. Tú, nosotros como no la tenemos, dicen, no problema. Entonces ellos no te van a decir nada. Pero eso es lo que están preguntando. Do you have to card? Si tenemos la tarjeta.
Yeah.
Okay. Qué bien. La voy a sacar. Sí.
Okay, so we're gonna run out in 60 seconds, right? So let's we have 1 minute left, and then we'll have to renew. Come back in, okay? Se va a acabar el tiempo.
Sí.
Vuelve a ingresar igualito como ingresaron, pues. Okay.
Excelente.
So ¿y cómo está todo? Bien.
Todo
Estamos bien.
Muy bien,
Okay.
Sí.
Fíjate lo diferente, Allen, de esta clase, cuando se termine conseguimos, pero esos momentos, estos 20 minutos, media hora, en esta conversación se aprende mucho porque te aprendes la oración completa y al escucharla, bueno, ya relacionas que es tarjeta, que es pagar, entonces es excelente estudiar con